Hello everyone and welcome. If you are watching this video on its original air date, it's a Sunday morning and maybe you're having your coffee, you're getting ready for church. I am standing here in the middle of the night. It's midnight and I'm filming a video for you to decorate with me in my dining room. Before we get started, I want to give you a heads up. Over the next 2 days of scheduling, we're going to change some things around. Normally these videos will premiere at 7 a.m. Eastern time, but on Monday, November 4th and Tuesday, November 5th, I am going to bump those back to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're playing along for the 12 days giveaway, spontaneous gifts, don't get up at 7 a.m. Come at 8 p.m. because Monday it's everybody's getting ready for work, and then Tuesday is election day and people are trying to get things done there that are important. So I'm just going to push the videos back a little bit those 2 days. So Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th, videos will air at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and then on Wednesday we'll go back to 7 a.m., I think. But welcome. So I am standing here in my pajamas. It's in the middle of the night. I had to do a little pivot for today's video, but that's okay. So we're in my dining room, and I'm gonna start styling this buffet wall in my dining room. I did a video in fall with 5 different mantle ideas for you to decorate your mantle. And the one that you guys ended up loving the most was with this birchwood tree that I didn't really think you were gonna like, but you did. So that was great. I wanted to style that tree in front of mirrors, but I did it in front of art. But my friends at Balsam Hill sent me a couple more to share in front of the mirror. So we're gonna style those and get things started. Now, this is not a tablescape video. It's just way too early for me to do a tablescape, but I wanted you to see what I'm gonna do to kind of set the tone for this room. And then if you wanna see how it all finished out, come back on day 12 when I do a final home tour, and you can see. All right, so a couple of things. It is in the middle of the night here, so I would love to just turn on some music and decorate, but I will pause it when I want to make some points to let you know what I'm up to. So the first thing I'm going to do is unbox the snowy birch tree from Balsam Hill. So it comes all packaged up like this, and it's very similar to the one that I showed you in the fall. The only difference is, one, it's a little bit shorter, but the base quality is actually much nicer. And so I'm gonna put 2 of these on my buffet. Ideally, I would do 3 because I like to style in odd numbers, but I don't have the space for 3. And then basically I'm just gonna start layering things on. So in this room, I like to keep it very sparkly and not have too much stuff around where people can't enjoy their meals. Or I don't really use this buffet. If you've been here for a really long time, you remember I did this buffet. It was like a $19 piece that I found at Goodwill. I definitely need a bigger one now because, you know, my entertaining collection is just growing, but I don't have one yet, so we're gonna make this do what we needed to do. And then I'm just gonna create layers. Very elegant, very sparkly layers over here to make this a beautiful space. All right, so I'm gonna get this opened up, and then at the end of the video, I'll announce the winners of the day 1 giveaway. There will be 5 of you, so you're welcome to just fast forward to that part, but I think this This may be fun for you to watch. These birchwood tree pieces are very popular, and a lot of different styles come into play. A lot of people use them for minimal styling, but I want to give it more of like a 3D effect. My goal, this dining room is in the front of the house, and the lights, like I barely have Christmas lights up front like this from inside of the house usually. So this year I would like for people to see some lighting coming through this room so I can leave my shutters open. So let's see if you can see this. I don't think you can. So we'll lift this up. It comes in the bubble wrap, and it comes like this, right? So it's battery operated, which is awesome because these are the types of pieces that I would actually like to move around when I'm entertaining. Maybe if I'm having a big party and I'm entertaining from the kitchen, this would be a perfect piece to just be able to move in there without having to cart plugs around and stuff. So that's a plus. And then all of the branch twigs are they're already ready to go. All you have to do is pop, and lift this for you, pop the branches into the little holes. Hopefully you can see that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and then I'll put the batteries in first. It calls for 3 size C batteries. So I'm gonna get it all set up, and then I'm gonna start decorating. All right, so I've got my snowy birch trees all lit up, and now I'm gonna start putting things into place. So the technique that I'm gonna use is just layers, layers, layers. Like you always hear me say layers, but that's really just what I do. So I'm gonna start at the top of these mirrors and work my way down. So first I'm going to put this really sparkly, spiny, foresty garland up top on each mirror. And then I'm going to add some wall art that I used. I actually used it in the entryway last year, but this year I'm going to use it in this room. And it says, you probably can't see it because I have it really lit up in here, but it says "Glory to the Newborn King." And if it's still available, I'll have it linked, but I found it at Walmart and it was just perfect. So, like I said, this has a lot of glitter and sparkle and spine. It looks very foresty. So I'm gonna hop up here and get that on. I just installed these new wall sconces. Some of you who have been here for a long time probably are like, hey, those are new. They are. We're not quite done installing them actually, so you can still see like tags and places that we're gonna have to touch up the paint. But so far I'm liking them. And the really cool thing is that they're not hardwired yet. I've got a few hardwire projects that I would like to knock out in January. There's probably not going to be any really ladylike way to do this without all my lady bits facing the camera. But anyway, once I am ready to hardwire them, I will. But for now, these light bulbs are battery operated and they're great. They have a remote and everything. So let's try to do it this way so my butt is not all up in the camera. So while I'm hanging this, I wanted to hop in and talk a little bit more about these birch trees, just because you guys enjoyed my first demonstration from the fall so much. And I'll link that video in the description box. But when you're styling these pre-lit birch trees, choose accent pieces that reflect or amplify their light. That's why I was talking about trying to style them in front of a mirror a couple of months or a few weeks ago. It's because it makes everything 10 times bigger. All right, the hardest part I think is done. And so let's get these birch trees moved over. Now these have a timer setting, which is awesome because the switch is on the underneath the bottom, so it will have to be moved to turn off and on if you don't put it on a timer. Some people like to style their birch trees just straight, but I'm going to try to give these some foresty depth, if you will, because that's what I like. And my channel is all about doing what makes you happy in your own home. All right, I think the middle setting is a timer. Okay, so this would technically be layer number 3 because layer number 1 is the garland. Layer number 2 is my sign. So this is layer number 3. And then in the fall video, I did some greenery, a greenery layer over the base, but I'm not sure if I'm doing that with this yet. So I am going to stop talking, turn my music back on, and shape this all out. All right, how are we looking? I think we're looking good. I'm going to put these together right in the middle. Like that. Yeah, so pretty, right? I hope I'm still recording. Am I still recording? Yeah, looks like I am. Okay, good, good, good. Yep, so I'm going to open those up just a little bit more. Spread the lights around. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Spread those pretty lights all over. Yeah. Now, another layer that we could add would be more lights. We could do some of the fairy lights in there, which really sounds like a good idea. But what I'll have to do, like I said, the reason you'll have to wait until the final home tour is because I need to see this in the daylight to really get a good understanding of what I'm working with before, you know, I get too involved in adding more things into this part, right? But for this part, and I'll start by saying, when we have dinners, I don't really use this buffet to serve. Like, it's really just kind of here. It's just kind of here. It's not quite big enough to actually serve from, but it's still, it holds a lot of my entertaining stuff. So it still serves a purpose. But my point is, I don't need this space for serving. So I don't have to keep it super clear. But I also don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff on it because I want this to be a very clean look. So let's see what we're going to add on next for the next layer. All right, so the forest is all set up. It looks beautiful. I'll have some work to do up there tomorrow when I can see. But when I did the fall mantles for you, I added some greenery and I pulled out the exact same greenery, but I already know it's not going to work here. I need a frosty or like a snowy greenery. This worked well in front of the artwork because there were lots of blues and greens in there. But here, because we're bouncing the light off the mirrors, it's not going to work. So I will get rid of that. The other option that I have before I go through my bag of tricks tomorrow, when I can see is this silver and gold bauble garland that I got several years ago from Balsam Hill. And I love it. Normally we put this in our bedroom, but it could work here. And maybe we'll just let you vote on what you think. I don't know just yet. Again, I need to see this in the daytime to really get a good feel. And then you can come back and see it on the last day of the series to see what I ended up doing. But if you'd like to throw your 2 cents in, I'm happy to listen. But right now I just don't know because 1, I'm tired, and 2, it's so dark that I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna start putting in another layer of complementary accent pieces. So this angel is normally on my mantle every year, but she didn't really work this year because I had all the reds out there. But I think she'd be pretty here. She's got a very reflective finish, and I think it would bounce nicely off the lighting. So she's going to end up in here somewhere. I don't know if it will be right here, but for now, we'll just kind of use her as a placeholder. Actually, she looks really pretty there from my point of view here tonight. And then I've got these. You guys saw me grab these deer come out. They seem to come out, these acrylic deer, like every other year at Home Goods or TJ Maxx. So this guy has or girl, because, excuse me, last year we learned that the reindeer are girls. My Bell Snickle squad knows what I'm talking about there. Has like this silver finish on the, what are they called? Horns? She needs a little dusting, but I think she could go maybe over here. Maybe. We'll see. These are kind of just placeholders right now. But like I said, vote in the comments. Let me know if you have any other ideas, because I'm certainly open to them. And then I need to fill this part in. I really don't, because you probably can't see it from the camera, but the base has this really sparkly, snowy looking finish. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. So I may not need to really do anything with it, but I think we are off to a very good start. So now I think would be a great time to stop and announce the winners of day 1. We have 5 different gifts to give away. So let me go get my list and I'll be right back. Okay, fam, so I am nowhere near done with this display, but I think it gives like a nice starter for you to see how things come together. And if you really want to see how it all finishes off, come back at the end of the 12 days. And I'm gonna use my cell phone to shoot a closer look at everything. But before I do that, I want to announce the winners of day 1, 12 days giveaway. So there are 2 sets of winners. The first set of winners will receive an Old Town Cityscape. Let's see, I have a list here. And then Old Town Mantlescapes. So winner number 1, and what you'll need to do is email me within 24 hours of this video to claim your gift. Otherwise, I have to release it and let it go to someone else. All right. So the first winner is at Jennifer Joe 8319. Congratulations. The second winner is at Sonia Bailey 2459. Congratulations. You will receive a mantelscape, and I'll pop a picture up so you can see what it looks like. And then the third winner of the Balsam Hill Old Town mantle decor is at Simply Distinct Realtor. Congratulations. And then there are two winners of my favorite. My favorite is the Merry Memories. In fact, let me grab one of these so you can see. Hang on. All right, the Merry Memories gift ornament set. So it comes in a box like this, and there are two in the set. Two of them are round, and two of them are. Let's see if I can do this without. I don't want to rip the box because this is really yours. But two of them are round and two of them are square, and two of you will be receiving these. The first person is at Tita Blogs Life. Congratulations. And the second person is at Kira Shelton 5446. Congratulations. And if you are still participating in the 12 days giveaway, don't forget to answer the question of today down in the comments below on this video. I'm going to go get some sleep. Until next time, love and peace.